Fish people, I'm Alan Norris from FishOn TV. It is Sunday the 30th of May and as you've probably seen I'm just queuing up at Hayfield Lakes for another qualifier for the Maver Match This. Really looking forward to it. I've had a hard week's graft. Just pulling forward now. Hard week's graft. Ruby Murray and a couple of beers last night with the missus. All my gear's ready, all set up for a mighty day's fishing. I can't wait. Woohoo! Oh dear. I just hope. I spoke to Andy Kinder. Love Andy Kinder to bits, but I have warned him that if he draws me Little Adams on that torn bank, I'm going to strangle him. Because I've drawn there last twice. And you're basically just trying to fish for his section on there. But it's fishing, you just never know. It's been such an unpredictable year so far this year. You just never know. Little Adams could win it today. It's capable of winning it, has done in the past. It's won some big matches. Big Adams is the same, and Island is the same. So I'll be honest with you, I really don't know where the winning weight's going to come from. I know that some of you might have seen some big weights coming out of here. I mean, for example, I think was it midweek, was it Friday? I can't remember, it was Friday or Wednesday. One of the days they had a match there and about 170 odd pounds won it, but they were fishing well about, I think it was about 6 o'clock. I think it was like 3 while 6 or 4 while 7, I can't remember, but it's a completely different complex in those hours. It's one of bung down the margins, or it can be, should I say, on certain pegs anyway. But the margins in general here don't really do too much, especially today. There's going to be 100 anglers today. It's going to be a chock-a-block complex, and I don't think it's going to be easy on the majority of pegs. There will be, of course, a few pegs that will produce. Right, weight wise, what's going to win it? The last two that I fished, I've ended up with about 30 pounds or so, something like that. No more than that. I've been on Little Adams. I think I had about a 20 pound and a 29 pound, something like that. I've come second in my section on the second time. Lee Farmer 1 hour section with about 32 pound, I think. I think in the bad areas, anything from 20 to 50 pound could win a section. Decent areas, I'm talking to David Wood last night, we sort of think 60, 70, 80 pound in decent areas. I think a winning weight today on previous Maver matches that I've seen has been anything from 90 to 140 pounds, and those weights on the two that I've been here have come from two different areas, but they have both been an island. I think Craig Tidswell was your last qualifier when I was here. He's caught an island, can't remember what peg it was. I know he's like Kev the Paceman. He's Tid the Paceman, he is. So he's in the fan. So well done, Craig. I think I mentioned it before. So anything from those sort of weights. Tactics today. Ideally, this is what I would love to do. Not have to set a margin rig up, not have to set a deck rig up, apart from obviously the bomb. Ideally, I would like to think I would catch it mugging and shallow and waggler and bomb if I'm on the island and have an option for the feeder to the island. It's supposed to be a nice day today, 20 degrees, sun all day. It'll probably get a bit warmer than that. They had an open match yesterday. I think Joe France won it with 100 and something pound, just over 100 pound, mugging only, no feed. Dave Wood was here. Spoke to Dave Wood. He said nobody caught anything on the 5 metre line, which is usually where you'd catch on here. It's John Winkup's emptied it in a Maver Match This final at 5-6 metres. Is it a line you ignore? I'm not sure. It's going to be peg for peg. Will they be on that line? I'm not so sure. I could be completely wrong. It could fish totally different today. We'll just have to see where I get drawn. I certainly won't be setting a margin rig up unless I've got spare pegs left and right, or I'm on an end peg. I've had no success in margins when it's been peg for peg. The odd fish may come out, I don't know. I've just not had a lot of success. On the Adamses though, on end pegs there, you can get quite a few end pegs. Certainly worth a try up to the corner platforms, that's for sure. But like I say, if you peg for peg, if you're on island and it's peg for peg, I don't think I'm even going to bother. But we'll see. We shall see where we get drawn. I'm really looking forward to it. Whether I catch anything or not, or do well or not, I always, and this is mega important, people, always enjoy your fishing. We're not here to get the monk on. I'm here to win, but I certainly won't get the monk on. I don't do that. It's a day off. There are worse things in life than not winning a fishing match, as much as I would love to win every single fishing match. That's what we're here for. I'm not here to just donate me money. I'm here to win. I'm here to win a section or win the match. More importantly, the match. And I can't wait. Always a giddy keeper. Dave would always laugh at me, thinks I've been on something, 'cause I'm always excited. Oh, can't wait. So, let's hope my excitement is just as good after the draw. But having said that, even though you think you've drawn a good peg here, you just never know. You just never know with Hayfield Lakes where the fish are going to come from. 10 good carp here is going to put you in the money. That's how you have to look at it. So it's not a lot of fish, because there are some big fish in here. Having said that, there are a lot of skimmers and stuff. I don't want to be catching them, but if the top up weights on top of some nice fish, brilliant. 15 good carp, you're going through. That's my opinion. I might be wrong, but we shall see. So I'll get a bit of footage of the draw. We'll see if the lovely Andy Kinder will say hello to us. I'm sure he will, he always does. So see you at the draw. Come on, let's have a good draw. Well, I'm not bothered what number it is, so long as there's lots of fish in that peg. Right. See you in a jiffy.
We're on telly.
Good morning, folks. Good morning. No, just one ticket, please, Andy.
I thought you got 2 tickets. How are you going, Alan? All right?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks.
Alan's on it. We'll do your best for you, Al.
Lovely.
I would.
Oh, you take that.
Okay, Island 24.
Island 24.
Right, thank you.
Long jump, nice peg.
Yep. Lovely jubbly. How many anglers we got today, Andy?
100.
100 anglers, lovely, right. Thank you very much. Right, we'll see. Are you fishing today as well, Andy?
No, mate, I'm not fishing
Not
today.
fishing. Right, lovely.
Not fishing today. Organising this, and
I won't let him.
we're having a meeting just to get final sorted out and everything. So.
Okay, thank you very much. See you later, folks. Good morning, folks. Say good morning. I'll have me squish.
Yeah, we like to do everything right.
We certainly do. So it's £50 net limit strict.
Net limit strict. If you go over it, that's it.
Right.
No variance.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Right then, folks, peg 24. Adam Major to my left. Tell a little tale about him in a minute. And Jack Danby to my right. He's already qualified for Fishermania. And a little bit further, oh, we've got Steve Clegg. We've got Jack there, Steve Clegg. And then we've got the Ginger Magician right over there on the end peg. Matty. So, peg 24. I'll let you have a look at it, see what you think. But before we get going, just as I was adjusting my pole rollers, it slid back into my net and I put a bit of weight on it and snapped my number 4 section. It's alright. So Adam very kindly decided to lend me one. So what a mighty man he is. Wave to him, give him a wave. Cheers, Adam, thank you. So what a mighty man he is. Right, what am I doing? Here we go, look. The island there, they're all spawning. That's just topped a lovely day off. Spawning the socks off. There's 1 or 2 muggers knocking about. We're not allowed to fish in as margins because of them spawning, and you can't go within 2 meters of the island. So there's a few angry fishermen. So my plan today, I've got 3 shallow rigs. I've got 2 different types of mugging rigs. I've got a shallow rig, traditional slapping, which I'll probably do at 13 or 14 meters. I'm not going short, I'm not going in there. I've got a pellet waggler for further out and a bomb to go over that, and then I can aim, there's a bar right across there, and that's going to be the hybrid feeder. I'm going to keep it as simple as that. I don't really see any reason to complicate it anymore. I think it's going to fish hard. It's not ideal, I'm spawning, so we'll just see how we get on, and I'll give you updates as we get along. We're off in 2 minutes, so I'll get ready. See you in a bit. Right then folks, we're about an hour and a half in. Jack to my right's had one. Cleggy's had one. Oh no, sorry, Cleggy's had two. Matt Godfrey's had two, or maybe three. Oh, hold on a minute, there's a mugger here. In front of this one. No. I thought I want to get one then. I've got a bird's nest. Trouble with these shallow eggs. The guy next to Adam, he's had two. Adam's got them at Waggler. I've had a couple of goes on long feeder, and on the bomb, nothing really. If I was either Waggler or mugging with the look of it. Oh, in there. I'll just keep firing a few 4mm pellets out. There's another one coming here as well now. Let him go under my pole and I'll flick it. No, they're not interested. Don't seem to be interested in mine. What I'll keep doing. I've heard somebody says that somebody's had £70. I don't know whether they're just joking or what, but if they have, might not be a lot of fish because they are quite big fish. Having said that, the fish that I keep going out there for the Waggler and for the bomb. I said that Adam's only had a couple of small carp. And I've had one bite on the Waggler. And you can just see everybody, they're shipping in and out, and when you see a fish, they just sort of put the bait in front of them. And all I've had on the bomb and on the long feeder is liners. So these fish are moving about. It's pretty difficult to present it with the Waggler. Everybody's trying. I know Adam keeps moaning about, oh, this bloody wind. When it does, it puts a bow in your line. No matter how much you try and sink it, it puts a right bow in your line. So you're in and out all the time. And here at Hayfield, I don't know, they like it pretty static, but it's finding the right depth. And at the minute I've only got it at about 14 inch. There's a hell of a lot of fish cruising on top. I've cast the Waggler in front of fish further out. No takes, no interest at all. Because I've just had the one bite. But, if somebody's had £70 in first hour, they're running away with it. It must be black. It's not happening here at the minute. So I think down on this section where we are, I think the most amount of fish I've seen caught is 3. And I think I'm the only one out of these 5 here that I haven't caught a fish yet. So like I said, I knew it was going to be difficult and that there'd be certain pegs to produce, and that's if the stories are right. You never know what to believe with these fishermen. heard that somebody's had like, oh, somebody's had £100 and when they're weighing they've had £100 to end at match. I think it's people have exaggerated on size of fish that they've got. So I'm not blasting loads of feeding, just again, because I know David Wood said that somebody won the match with hardly any feed. No feed at all, actually. So that's the update. I'm struggling. And there's just, I think 3's the most that's been caught in this area around here. And I'm the only one that's blanking at the minute. And what seems to happen is, if I go out on the bomb or the waggler, a load of muggers seem to appear in front of me. As soon as I go out on the pole, they disappear. Like I say, while the camera was on, there was one just come down here. But there's nobody really like slapping. I'm not seeing too many people slapping. It all seems to be mugging because they are wise old carp here. Jack's getting a nice suntan. He's got his shorts and a little t-shirt on. And it looks like I'm going to have a go on the waggler because this is just not really happening. It's weird, you can see fish in other people's pegs, but I can't really see them in this peg here. Apart from a bit further out where on the waggler line, so that's where I am. Struggling at the minute. Let's hope we start getting a few. Right, there you go. Right, I've managed to walk into one on the long method, and after 4.5 minutes I think I was the first one to catch one out there. I stand up because my pole's in the way. It's first decent bite I've had all day. These guys have been catching 1 or 2. I think Adam's had 3 now. I think Jack's had 2. Matt Godfrey's, I think he's had a couple more mugging. There, we got him. Not the biggest. What well for running. He's about 4.5 poundish, something like that. Spat it out and tangle me in the net. Typical. Oh, there we go. Hey fish anyway, what away. So I'm beginning to fear the worst. Right, let's get straight back in. Tip's going round again after 4 minutes. Second cast after I spoke to you, don't feel very big. It's either bream or a karassi or something. Jack's getting 1 or 2 now. I think he's had 4 or 5. I've seen Matt Godfrey get another one. Again mugging. Bream. Just we don't want them, do we? Skimmers. Oh, damn it. Oh well. It's a fish. Hey, just not happening, is it? Again. We're just on the bar where it's got number 24 written all over it, so let's get back out there and see if we can get another one. I've just mixed it maybe because I put a bit of ground bait on this bit just as a change. I've had quite a bit of success with ground bait and pellets, and I put a few micros that are unsoaked as well, just to create a bit more of a snap crackling pop, as I like to call it. Let's see if we can get back out there. Let's fish out there, but like I said, they're that busy spawning. There we go. It takes a while to sink, so I'll leave that quite tight. Let's hope it goes round again with some bigger fish. I'm priming a bomb line. I've tried with the waggler. There's one or two coming out on waggler, but not that many. So what I've started doing, I started feeding like sort of 8 to 10 pellets at a time, twice. So there's too many to intercept, and hopefully get some following them down. So I'll have a go on the bomb line there. But yeah, schoolboy error with my pole. Adjusting me, I thought I'd taken it out of the sock, must have drifted back in, and as I'm lifting the legs on my roller to sort of try and get it level, it's put pressure on it and broke it. But luckily, Adam, bless him, he had a spare pole, so he's lent me his Daiwa G20 connoisseur. Quite a nice pole. Similar sort of weight to mine. I would say it might be a little bit heavier actually, but similar. The elastics just feel a little bit heavier than I would normally have, but oh, is that a liner? Probably a liner, because it normally just goes around nice and steady. When you're casting that far out, they're not massive vicious bites, they just seem to go around steady. You almost think they're a liner at first. I wait till it goes about 6 inch and then I lift into it. Right, that's the update. We are struggling. I think there's some guy over there, he had 50 pounds about 45 minutes ago. How long are we in? How far are we in? Let's have a look. So we're nearly 2 hours 50 in, and I've only got about 5 or 6 pound. I reckon Adam's probably got about 12, 10 or 12, 10 maybe. And I reckon Jack's got about, it's hard to tell how big they are. He might have 20 pounds, something like that. Not sure what Matt's got, don't know how big his fish are. Cleggie's got 2. Guy, one up from Adam, he's caught on waggler and shallot on the pole. I think he's got about 4 or 5 fish, so he might have about 20 pounds or so, but guy over there about 50. Don't know whether somebody over there's got about, it might be Bennett actually, I think Andy Bennett's over there. He might have, somebody said that he'd got 70 pounds, but you just don't know, do you? You just got to keep plugging away. Hope some fish turn up on what you're trying to do. Keep feeding this short line as well here, the shallow line. Just with a few 6 mils at 13 or 14 metres. There's not that many fish mooching about round here. Jack's got on a bit of a point. I'd need 18 metre pole to get out as far as what he is. He's just that little bit further out. And so is Matt Godfrey and Cleggie, just a couple of metres extra further out. I've only got 14 metres of pole. But we'll see. You can only do your best. We'll crack on. And hopefully we'll get a few more fish in the net. There we go. Oh, yes, my eyes are here. It's not often I wear sunglasses, but there's that many fish mooching about. You've got to have them so you can see them. See if it's worth getting a mugging rig out. Right, over and out. Tip's gone round again. It's just another small fish, I think. See the Carasio or a bream again. Oh, that's a small Carasio. We don't want those, do we? I know there's lots of Carasios out there, but that is a tiddler. Look at that, smallest one in here, I think. Just can't quite get my fingers in. hectic day as well. Tiddly thing. Right, there we go. Not great updates these, are they? Where's the monsters? Right then folks, there is 33 minutes left. It's been a very tough day to say the least. These three to my right, Adam, Steve, Adam's got a few, but Steve I think's winning probably our section, Steve Clegg. So what a mighty fisherman he is, he's doing really well. He's foul looked a few though and lost quite a few, he's starting to get a bit mangy. Matt Godfrey's had a few in corner there, and he's gone quiet. And I've not had a bite since the last fish. And I've tried shallow again there. Nothing, I've had nothing shallow, I've had 2 little taps shallow. Mugging's not worked, I've not seen a great deal of fish. These guys to me right, like I said earlier, I'd have to be at 18 metres to get the same sort of distance out as what they are. I'm just sat back a little bit. The fish and tidy matches, Adam's just had another one. I've gone on the bomb to finish off with, well not to finish off with, I'll probably have a cast back out towards the gravel bar. But there's lots of anglers packed up, Adam's packed up at the side of me. Loads of people have packed up, I can see a lot of spare pegs. Must be, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 people, 9 people that's packed up that I can just see in front of me. So it has been a tough day, I know it would be tough, but there has been certain pegs that's caught. Apparently, not sure which Adams it is, apparently somebody's got 6 nets in. But he might be just playing it safe to make sure he don't go over £50, because if you go an ounce over £50 your net goes back, so he might have £30 in each, don't know, but whoever that is doing really well. Is it Dan Bennett, I think somebody's mentioned. But it's been, I'm not going to say it's been an awful day, it's been glorious as this weather. Can't complain about the weather, but it's been a tough day's fishing. Again, I still really enjoy it. I enjoy being out. I had a good crack with lads. Nice to see how they've been catching. A lot of it's been just mugging and shallow, and that's been the way forward for these 3 pegs to my right. It's just not worked for me in front of me. But most went out to a 14 metres plus a 4 or 5 foot lash. So I've got to about 15 or so metres, but nothing, not had a take. And I've seen a fish or two and dropped it in front of them, not being interested. But half an hour to go. We'll see if I can hook into another one before the end. It'd be nice to get another fish. And then we'll just go see who's won. So that's it from me, unless I hook into a mighty fish. Over and out. Right then, fisher people. I've had a bit of a disaster today. Not a lot of fish where I've been. Same for Adam, he's packed up early. We've got Jack at the side of me, he thinks he's got about 6. Now we've been asking Steve how many he's got, he's saying 7. So Steve Clegg, this is Steve Clegg, ladies and gentlemen.
Could be 8.
You see, you don't like giving too much away, don't Steve? So I know it's going to be pretty close between Steve and Matt Godfrey.
Matt's got more than
Has he got more, has he?
I think he's got 9
so,
or 10.
So what are you admitting to then, Steve?
£55.
£55, and can you just tell these people how you've caught today?
Shallow, mugging, no what else you could do. They're just not feeding, simple as.
So have you had 2 different rigs? Have you had a shallow rig and a mugging?
Rig slapping and a mugging rig.
And what sort of bait have we been using?
Just hard 8mm pellets, mate.
Hard 8mm pellets, so we shall see at the weigh-in, see if he knows how to tell the truth or not. I know he's a little bit hungover, so he can be excused for getting a few things wrong. But he's given me a lesson today, and so has Jack, and so has Matt. I'll see if I can get Matt to have a quick word with us as well. So
Matt will have a talk.
Well done today, Steve. I know he does. Well done today, Steve. Anyway, he is, by the way, he is one of the local experts at Hayfield Lakes, organises all the open matches.
I won't go that far.
But well done anyway, mate. We'll see if we can get Matt to have a quick chat with us from his channel, yeah. Right. Matt Godfrey's wanting to know what this is for. It's for my channel, my FishOn TV UK channel. And I'm stood at the side of Matt Godfrey, he's just packing away. I know it's pretty close between him and Steve Clegg. Now, Steve Clegg's told us he's got 8. Matt's also just told me that he's got 8. Now, he thinks Steve's got 10, and Steve thinks Matt's got 10. So, Matt, Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Godfrey.
Steve's got 3 Carasio.
Oh, he's got 3 Carasio.
Yeah.
So Matt Godfrey, the ginger magician himself from Guru. I'm sure you all know this lovely fella.
Don't know about that.
Doing a great job with the podcast, by the way.
like it, mate?
I do enjoy him. Yeah,
Good.
they're cracking. I know
When
you
do you listen to them?
every time they're on.
Do you?
Yeah, they're
Well,
brilliant.
You sit at home and get it on telly?
Yeah, get it on telly, and after I've watched my channel first, of course.
Right,
You know,
right.
so he's admitting to 8 and a few Carasios.
1 Carasio.
What sort of weight do you think you've got?
£61, 8.5.
£61, 8.5. That's pretty precise, is that? Steve's admitting to £55.
Ooh, he's got more than that.
It's for the section, isn't
He's
it?
caught a great bigger than
I think Mark Rogers has been catching as well over there, hasn't he? He's been
Is he in our section?
I'm not sure, but can you tell these lovely people how you've caught today?
Caught 4 on bloodworm, 7 on wasp grub. No, I haven't really.
He's lying. He's lying.
Everyone slapping a pellet, shallow, an odd and mugging.
Yeah.
They've not been any feeding fish, has there?
No, and it's not helped. I noticed you put a lot of ground bait up, but we weren't allowed to fish in margins today
No.
because they've been spawning like crazy. I mean, if your bits are jingling about, who wants to eat when your bits are jingling about? It's been
No one wants to buy some ground bait, ready mixed.
already mixed.
Yeah, give me a ring.
But it has been a tough day, hasn't it?
Rock hard,
And there's
mate.
been
Too warm for gingers.
Yeah, definitely. Have you had you some cream
I
on?
have,
That's what I
back
want
to
to know.
50.
But it has been a tough day all round. I did say at the beginning there'll be certain pegs that will catch, and there'll be a lot of pegs that probably won't catch, and there's been a lot of empty pegs about an hour ago. So
A lot
thanks
of
for
people gone home, haven't they?
they have, yeah. So thanks for having a chat with us.
Not a problem,
And just before we get off, I'll conclude this. I'll probably get a few pictures of the weigh-in and the presentation. So before I get off, don't forget, folks, if you do enjoy my videos, click the subscribe button if you already haven't. And it's absolutely free, it's a freebie. If you click the notification bell, you will get all our videos as we upload them, and a thumbs up would be very, very nice. So we'll get a few pictures at the presentation. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you pretty soon.
Cool pit.
In a winner takes all qualifier, and the weight he's had today would have won many a qualifier on many a venue, unfortunately, but not today. And so in second place from Island Peg 39 with a weight of 226 pounds 7 ounces, Vic Molyneux.
Well done, Vic. Well done, Chicken.
Well done. And you, Richard.
Yeah, well done, Vic. Well done.
Well done, Vic.
Which leads us on to our winner today. And what I might say is, what an absolutely awesome weight. It's definitely the best weight we've had on Match This campaign. I think it might even possibly be a Match This record as a 5-hour match weight. Bob shows me it is, and I think it is. So from Adams, Peg 57 with a weight of 361 pounds and 6 ounces, and the next qualifier for Maver Match This final, September the 4th, Dan Bennett. Well done, Dan.
Well done, Dan.
And I might say it's a new Hayfield fishery record as well, 5 hours. So there we go, guys. Thanks for everybody taking part. Those that aren't qualified, we go to the next one. We'll see you very, very soon. Cheers, guys.
I'm glad to take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Right, folks, I know I already concluded the video with Matt Godfrey, and lovely to meet you today, Matt, by the way, and thanks for your time. And Steve Clegg, of course. Just to let you know, folks, Matt Godfrey and Steve Clegg, what a pair of lying so-and-sos they are. I think it was 71, oh no, 70, it was either 71 and 72 or 75 and 76. There was a pound bit, 75 for Steve Clegg, yeah, that's right, because he said 55, I got a 5 in it. So 75 for Steve Clegg, lying toe rag, and 76 for Matt Godfrey. Just pipped Steve Clegg by a pound. I knew that was close. So never believe a fisherman. Fisherman's tales, you've heard about them all anyway. So going on to the results, I'm absolutely gobsmacked. I did mention that end pegs would be fantastic. They always are pretty good here. thinking that you'd catch in margins, but we weren't allowed to fish in margins because all the fish were spawning like crazy. But two of the end pegs have just produced what I think is unbelievable. As you heard, in second place, Vic Molyneux on Island, end peg, £226. By the way, Mike Roger, well done for third place at £141. But in first place, Daniel Bennett, peg 57, end peg. The lads have been talking about it in the at the presentation, and they just said it was black over there. And after an hour, it'd gone. We heard rumours about it. We were on 3 nets. It was true. We had 11 nets in. He had 11 nets in. He didn't want to go over the 50 pounds. He had about 30 odd pounds in each net. And what a weight that is. That is unusual. It's a Maver Match This record. It's a late record. All I can say is, Daniel Bennett, what a mighty fisherman you are, and well done. I think what Mike Rogers caught today, £141, would have been definitely a winning weight. But, you know, there's 2 fantastic weights come out there. So well done, guys. Absolutely fantastic. And I know that they've been catching mugging and shallow. Unfortunately, the mugging and shallow for me, I never had a bite. I think I had 2 little tight roach tight little taps. That was about it for me. And Adam at the side of me, he packed up with an hour to go. It just wasn't happening where we were. The 3 to my right were just a little bit further out. I think I mentioned it earlier. For me, I would have had to go to 18 metres to get to the same sort of distance, but my maximum was 14.5 with a long lash, so I was never going to get that far out. It just wasn't happening. Didn't really happen for me. It's been a gorgeous day, thoroughly enjoyed it. One quick last thank you, Andy Kinder, top man. Lovely to see Sarah back in action again. Thanks for organising, pal. We all appreciate all the work you do. Got to say it because he does a great job. Always got a smile on his face, so top man for me. So okay folks, I had to let you know about the results. I've had 3 fish. I've had a carp, a skimmer and a baby carasio. That was my day's fishing today. Rather disappointing. To top it off, I need to buy a new number 3 section, but hey ho. So thanks for watching folks. Won't do the subscribe bit, but thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the bank on Tuesday. That's if I get the new top section. So thanks for watching, and see you pretty soon.